You good?
Yeah.
Let's make a video, eh? About tools. Hey, I'm Josh, a builder here in New Zealand. Today's video is all about the tools and other accessories you're going to need to start your building apprenticeship if you were coming to work for someone like me. Keep watching. So let's get started. First thing you need is a tool belt. This is a Taurus. It's about $200 and it is the business and they make a range of them. I would go for, I think this is the Professional or something. Have a check out on the website. But basically, two things you're looking for. You want somewhere to put your hammer. What I like about this is you can put your hammer on either side, and you want big deep pockets. As you're gonna see as we go through the tools, you're gonna need quite a few things. So tool belt, number one, and a good quality one. This is the first tool belt I got and it's lasted 10 years. 200 bucks sounds like a lot, but that's $20 a year for the next 10 years. So next thing you're gonna need a hammer. This is my second hammer that I've had to buy. This is an Estwing and this is a 15 ounce. You don't need to get something real fancy or real expensive, but I would be looking to spend around $60 to $100 on a decent hammer. This is a core part of your kit. You don't just use it for nails, but you're gonna be using the claw a lot for various things, for demo, for ripping stuff out, for banging yourself in the elbow. Right, that brings us on to the next thing you're gonna need is a nail punch. And so I like these little sets of 3. I think they're Stanley, and you get a red one, which is big fat nails. You get the blue one, which is medium nails, and the yellow one, which is finishing nails. Good set to have. Every single one of these tools ends up getting used in more ways than one. And that's what you want. You want a core kit of stuff that you can do a variety of tasks on a building site. Next thing, you're gonna need a square. You probably don't need a big one like this. You probably want a speed square like this, but you should probably also need a traditional square. Jacob has got my one somewhere, but it is like this. I've had one and it's lasted me 10 years and it's awesome. The speed squares are awesome for like real quick cutting, marking, really good guide to run your skill saw across. Next thing you're gonna need is a knife, and this is gonna get used in a lot of different ways. First thing you're going to do with it is sharpen your pencils. So that's the next thing you're going to need is pencils. Pencil lives there a lot. Or there. No, it doesn't ever really live there. At the office, I have a box of these, give them to the guys. Most sales reps have a box of them. Just hoard as many pencils as you can. You will burn through these. So you're going to need a tape measure. I joke with my staff that they can use any tape measure they want as long as it's a Fatmax. Really, Fatmax isn't the only good tape. There's a couple of good ones out there, but what I like is that our whole team has the same tape. It's one little thing that signifies that we're one team. We're on the same page, we're on the same measurement. These are good tapes. They go to the distance. They take hammering on site. They've got a real good long reach. What are we at here? 3.2, 3. Yeah, there you go, 3 meters. All you're gonna need if you're a noob. Nips. So these are like pliers, but they've got like a flat head on them. So you are going to need a pair of these, and they do a lot of things, but mainly pull nails. Next thing you need is a hack chisel. I've got a good set of chisels, but I also have a hack, and for a hack, honestly, I get the cheapest chisel you can get. This is a job mate from Mitre 10, and the hack is for like smashing stuff out or like levering stuff up. See that tip there? That's what happens to your hack. So I got taught anyway, you have a good set of chisels and you have one hack, and you keep your hack in your belt. You don't need to keep it like knife edge shut. A little torpedo level wouldn't go amiss. Not 100% necessary straight away, but you are gonna need a level. And so for that, you can get Stabila or Fatmax is good as well. At some point you need to consider getting a toolbox to kind of keep all your extra hand tools and things like string lines and knife blades. Like, you want to keep all of that stuff in one spot. You probably don't need a tomahawk axe unless you're working in a dodgy area and fearing for your life. So you need a handsaw. The only other thing I'd add to that kit is a ruler, like a builder's ruler, like a foldable 1 meter, or you could get the good rule, which is 600 mil. Other than that, you have enough kit to show up and be able to help. Hand tools wise, let's move on to power tools. So on day one, I suggest that you have a drill driver set. My one is Milwaukee, and I've talked about that in videos in the past. I chose Milwaukee basically because we got a deal on a drill driver set all the way back when. Most of my guys, like when I set my sister up, we got her on the Makita platform, and I would probably recommend, if you're not sure which way to go, you jump on the Makita platform too. It's a great starting point, good price point, and it's that perfect balance between price, options, availability, all of those things. You're going to need a drill, an impact driver, drill bits, driver bits, hex head, a square drive, and a posi will get you going, but I would still recommend getting a kit, something like this, because it's honestly going to last you 10 years plus. Last power tool you're going to need on day one is a skill saw. So this is my Milwaukee cordless. You're gonna want a cordless skill saw, but what I recommend is you get one of the Makita packs, the 3-pack or the 6-pack, where you get all those tools. Eventually you're gonna need a saber saw. If you're thinking that you're gonna do this for a while, you might as well splash out and get the kit that has it if you can stretch it. Another 2 tools that wouldn't go amiss is a multi-tool. This is definitely not essential on day one. I'm only telling you this if you're going to get a pack that has a lot of tools in it. So last thing is some safety gear. What we do here at J&K is this is all provided for you on day one as part of your initial allowance, but you're going to need glasses, you're going to need earmuffs and safety boots. So day one kit is probably going to cost you honestly around 1,500 to 2 grand. Depending on the power tools component. Some of those 8 packs of power tools go for like 1,500 to 2 grand. If this is a career you're seriously thinking about, or even if you're going to chip away at doing work yourself, you want to invest in quality gear, you want to invest in the right kit up front so that you can do the job. So it's not necessary to have all the tools in the world, but this is a snapshot of the initial kit you're going to need to turn up and do the job. Boom, that's it. Let's put all these tools away. You should get a photo of this.